Okay, hopefully this will be a little short one. Basically, it's a test of Islam's credibility based on the Qur'an itself. So I'm just going to read 3 Qur'an verses, and then I'm going to pose 2 questions. So the verses go like this. He it is who created for you all that is in the earth. So this is Allah. Then turned he to the heavens and fashioned it as 7 heavens. So what's happened here is that in the creation story from Islam, the earth has been made, and then Allah turns his attention to the skywards and he creates 7 heavens. So in Islam's reality, right? And remember, this is always about truth and integrity. So in the Islam reality, we have the earth created first, and then we have these 7 heavens that follow up. And it goes on and it adds, and this is interesting, right? It adds, and he is knower of all things. So you see this in the Christian doctrine, where Yahweh sits atop a dome type world, and he's up there watching everything, so he knows everything. This God is keeping a close eye on things, and he just knows everything. That's similar thing you see in North Korea with the Kims. You know, they're gods and they know everything. People in North Korea believe that the Kims can read everyone's minds. So this is, you know, it's mind control. But nonetheless, let's assume for a minute that Allah's real, and remember, this is his words, right? So I'm not making them up. These are his words. He created the earth first. Then he created the 7 heavens. Now, the next verse we'll look at is the Qur'an 65:12. Allah is he who created 7 heavens. So yes, we've discussed that. He did that after making the earth. And of the earth and like of them, the decree continues to descend among them, that you may know that Allah has power over all things, and that Allah indeed encompasses all things in his knowledge. So again, re-emphasis of the power of Allah, the creator of everything, you know, fully aware of everything and everything that's going on. The next verse, 37:16, says, surely we have adorned the nearest heaven with an adornment that adornment the stars, right? So what this verse is saying is that in the first of these 7 heavens, the stars are placed in that realm, if you like. Now, of course, scientists would have a lot of trouble with that sort of definition. But there's a problem. There's another problem that needs to be discussed. So the question number 1 that I would have for any Muslim is this: is the sun a star? If you read, well, modern day knowledge says emphatically that yes, the sun is a star. But in the Muslim explanation of reality, the question is the sun a star? Now, if that's the case, then the earth exists, then the heavens exist, and then the stars are put into place. That's the order of business. And the second question I've got is, can the earth exist without the sun? And I'm starting to think how an apologetic will answer this, and what he'd say is, that this was all done at once. Then where do we see these seven heavens? And what's the apologetic answer? They don't exist. So my question is, how can you believe this nonsense? I guess, seriously, this is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is not how our world works. It's not how the sun works. And there isn't seven heavens. It's just a vast universe populated by lots of suns. This is ignorant 7th century thinking. It's not what you'd expect to hear from a grand master of the universe that created everything. Makes no sense, none whatsoever. Okay, that was all. Peace, over and out. Peace is achieved with the abolition of ego and belief.